Follow the yellow brick road to Mount Pleasant Junior Senior High School for their spectacular production of The Wizard of Oz. Take a journey to Oz and get swept up in your favorite characters and the classic songs you love. Live on stage April 11th, 12th, and 13th. Click your heels and get your tickets at mpastudenttheater.ludus.com.
Hi, I'm Chip Rome with the Armstrong Neighborhood Channel, and you're watching In the Know. For this episode, we are here at the Mount Pleasant area Junior Senior High School, and I'm on the stage, and we're getting ready for their spring musical. And with me, I have some of the production staff, and Marissa Rega, who's the director, Roger Rhodes, who's the assistant director, and Desiree Vittorio, who is the choreographer and also the costumer. So good to have you here, folks.
Thank you so much for having us.
Yeah, looking forward to the show. If you would, your shirt kind of gives it away.
Yes.
Yeah. But if you could tell us what the show for 2025 is going to be.
We are heading to the Emerald City. We're going to the Land of Oz. We're doing Wizard of Oz. So excited. This is the first time in many, many years that we have brought Oz to the stage. So super excited.
Yeah, it is exciting. It's a great show. And with Wicked right now,
That definitely helps.
It was a good choice, very good choice. So talk about the dates and times for the production.
Yeah, so we plan to bring the show to the stage April 11th through the 13th. That's a Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Friday, Saturday show, 7 p.m. Doors open at 6. And the Sunday shows are matinee, 2 p.m.
Yeah, great. And you have a couple ways to get tickets. You have in person,
Yeah.
and you want to talk about that, please?
We do have 2 public sales coming up. So if you are more comfortable with not doing the online route, we have the 18th, which is a Tuesday, coming up from 5:30 to 7 p.m. right here at the high school. You can just come around back to the rotunda, and there will be someone selling tickets that day. And also the 29th is a Saturday, and we will start at 9 a.m. to about 10:30 a.m. Having tickets for sale here as well. And then the online option, the easiest route to find those are go to our website, mpasd.net. And in the news section, you will see a bright, vibrant poster of our Wizard of Oz show, and there is a direct link to our Ludus site.
Yeah. And at the door, if tickets remain, you can buy them at the door too, right?
Fingers crossed, we'll be sold out.
That would be great.
We will have tickets available at the door as well.
It's
They're
best to
reserve
get them in
seats.
advance, though.
Yeah, reserve seats.
Yeah. Why Wizard of Oz?
Wow. So I'm new at this gig. I just started here this year, as you know, in the fall. And one of my all-time favorite shows of all time since I was a little girl, it has been Wizard of Oz.
Okay.
I used to dress up like Dorothy. I would do the braids in my hair. I would sing Somewhere Over the Rainbow. And I think it's just almost every little girl's little fantasy when you're younger. So this has been a favorite of mine for many years. And then, of course, I've seen Wicked on Broadway several times. My family's fans. So, hey, got to bring a little piece of the green to Mount Pleasant.
Well, as we walked in, you were rehearsing, and there's a lot of color to the show, and it looks great. I think it's going to be a wonderful show.
It's definitely a vibrant show after the first few scenes, because Kansas is very dreary. It's the farmland of Kansas, and you have the rolling hills of corn stalks and wheat and all of that, and so the contrast is very significant on stage.
When you get to Oz,
it goes browns, grays to that pop of color in Munchkinland.
Now, you mentioned this is your second show.
Yes.
So last fall you started out with the Beverly Hillbillies, which was also a unique choice.
Yes, super fun. Tons of fun with that show. I think that the kids and myself, we have some returning help. We enjoyed that so much.
Yeah. And Roger, you were talking earlier about building like a history here.
Yes. Everybody knows that Connellsville has recently celebrated their 55th show. And in that school district, it's obvious they take a great amount of pride, not only in the school, but in the community about that show, every year. And that's something we want to build toward here, to get everyone involved and develop that source of pride and make it be something that everybody wants to be a part of each year. We Counting Crew, have nearly 80 kids. But again, counting crew, only 4 of them are seniors and only a couple juniors. And then we have 4th, 5th, and 6th grade for the musical, that there's about a dozen of those little munchkins running around. They're so into it. They're enjoying it so much. The look on their faces all the time is like Christmas morning.
Yeah. Well, get them exposed at a young age is a good thing, too.
Yes.
And they'll be excited to get here. And
Our 7th grade group is just going to be lethal someday.
Yeah.
There's so much talent there.
yeah. Well, let's take a break and let's actually meet some of the cast. Now we are here with some of the cast members. So I have a good witch, a bad witch, Dorothy, and a dog. I bet his name's Toto. So to start off, what's your name?
My name is Ella Chappell. I play Glinda, and I'm a sophomore.
Excellent.
My name is Kaylee Corpio. I am Dorothy, and I am a senior.
My name is Michaela Halterman. I am a senior, and I'm playing the Wicked Witch of the West.
Yeah, Michaela, you want to hold on to the mic here? We'll start down there. So tell me about what your favorite part of this character is.
I think my favorite part is I really get to show my makeup skills this show with being all green. And it's fun to play something that I normally don't act. I consider myself a very nice person. So being evil is a little bit different.
Yeah. And challenges with this part?
Being evil and then maintaining the same tone of voice the whole time I'm on stage.
How about you, Kaylee? How are you preparing for this part?
Yeah, so this kind of is a part that I have played in the past. I usually don't get parts like Michaela, like Wicked Witch. Like, it's usually like this kind of character. So I'm kind of used to it in a way, but I'm really enjoying this character because it just kind of brings a sense of like hopefulness to the audience, and just I love the songs that I sing, and I just think it's so fun to be able to work with the cast and like the little elementary kids, so I'm loving it.
Yeah, there's a lot of munchkins I saw when we come in. There are a lot of kids involved. Yeah. So how about Toto? How long have you been working with Toto?
Really only a couple weeks now. He's really well behaved. We tried to use my dog, but she just did not work out. But he is very well behaved and listens for the most part, as long as you have some salami or bologna in your hands. So.
Yeah. And what is Toto? What is his real name?
His real name is Fluffy.
Fluffy. Well, that's appropriate. Yes. That's an appropriate name. And how about you, Ella? You want to borrow the mic there? What's your favorite part of the character you're playing?
I just kind of like the fact that she's the person that everybody looks toward whenever something goes wrong. I know some of my lines, I'm always like, oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm here to help you guys. I really enjoy playing the helpful characters, the ones that could always make a sassy remark if they need to, and it's just so much fun.
Yeah. Any challenges with your part?
Slowing down lines.
Okay.
She talks a lot.
Okay.
Glinda has her own little snippet, and I tend to rush through them because it's kind of nerve-wracking.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
I think it's going pretty well.
Yeah. You know what? We got to see a little bit of the show when we come in, and you guys are doing great. Actually, it's doing
Yeah.
really well. Actually, you're doing a really good job. What a favorite song that you have?
I think it has to be my opening one, Come Out, Wherever You Are. It's nice. It opens the show. It's very recognizable. Mm-hmm. But I think it's just calming. It's relaxing.
Yeah.
It's nice to sing.
How about you, Michaela?
So,
you don't have a song.
yes.
So actually, it's Kaylee. How about you, Kaylee?
I have to say, Over the Rainbow, it's a very slow song, and just, again, like I said earlier, it just gives like a sense of like hopefulness to the audience, and it just sets you up for like the whole musical, and just I love it.
Yeah. Now let's talk about why should people come see this show. You want to start with that, Michaela?
I think it's different than our past shows we've been doing. It's a lot more brighter. It's a lot more energetic. It's a lot more like, yay, than some of the other shows we've done. And I feel like we have new technology this time around compared to what we've had before. And I think that's going to make it more exciting. And I think it's just going to be a really good show, honestly. I think it's going to be one of our better ones.
Kaylee, why do you think people should come see this show?
I agree with some of the things that Michaela said. Like, it's very vibrant and very like upbeat, especially in Munchkinland. I just love all the colorfulness and just everything. And it's also a kind of musical that draws in a lot of like younger kids, which is amazing because we're always looking for younger kids to start participating and just get that like spark lit in them. And it's going to be good.
Yeah, and right now with Wicked, the popularity of Wicked, that's I'm sure
so
going to
that
help
definitely
with
helps,
the show
yes.
too. Yeah. How about you, Ella? Why do you think people should come see this show?
I agree with both of them. It's so bright and happy, and almost like everybody knows this musical. So it's so nice to see a local theater do it, especially to be in it and have this role. I'm very thankful for it. But it is nice starting up the younger kids, the ones that'll be coming up into maybe the junior high or starting in the younger elementaries. Getting them to participate and supporting them is really, really important to our theater. It's what keeps the theater a theater, the people in it.
Yeah. Well, I wish you well. I'm going to say break a leg. Hope
Thank
the show
you.
goes well for you.
Thank you.
Thanks, ladies. And thank you, Toto. Now, Desiree, you're actually doing the costumes, and we got to see some of those with the cast members. Talk about some of the challenges with the costumes.
The major challenge is how many there are.
Okay.
Thankfully, for some of the things you saw, we either had parents help with or donate. So I do want to give them credit for that, which is nice. It's wonderful. We've had so many costumes. So the challenge is getting all of them, getting them all in, and then altering whatever we need to in time for the show.
And all sizes, too. Yeah, little ones, tall ones. Yeah, you got a lot of different things there. How about the dance? Any challenges with the dance?
The major challenge is probably the varying levels of skill. So we've had people that have never danced before and two people that have danced always with competition. And then we also have people that have to count. So they don't realize that maybe a dance step takes longer than one count. Maybe it's 1.5 counts. But teaching these artistic elements that they may not have other places. So I do like introducing that to them.
Yeah. Now you're doing something unique with this show. Often there's flying, but that isn't happening here because of some limitations you have with the stage. But there's something unique. You want to talk a little bit about that without giving the secret away?
Sure. So Ella, if you haven't seen her dance before, she's a wonderful dancer. She's one of our more talented dancers here, and she has a high level of skill, so we're using that ability, and we're going to incorporate that, especially into her snowflake scene. You'll see a beautiful element that has never been done that we have seen in any show.
So she's playing the part of Glenda.
Yes.
The Good Witch.
Yes.
That's good. Well, if you'll get the mic back to Marissa. Thank you.
Thank you.
And let's talk about your production staff. So I see 3 of them here, including you.
Yes.
But there's other helpers, I'm sure.
Yes, it does take a village. Certainly in musical theater, it's not just a one-man show. So Roger, my assistant director, and of course you heard Desiree is doing a 2-man job here. She's super talented, super blessed to have both of them. We also have Michelle Coutura, music directing. My production manager, his name is Ryan Corpiel. So we have a lot of special effects. We're planned for this show. We're kind of bumping up our game a little bit here at Mount Pleasant, adding some technical elements that maybe weren't present in the past. So that takes a lot of people who know what they're doing. And designing all of these things is certainly beyond some of my capabilities. So.
And it's nice to have a team like
Absolutely.
that everyone kind of has their specialty, too.
Yes.
Yeah. And we have volunteer helpers, too.
Oh
so,
my gosh, tons of parent help. My husband has been involved in set build. He has no choice, right? Because I'm in it now, so he's in it. But yeah, many dads and moms have come on Saturdays and Sundays to help. So many hours of work.
That's great.
Labor
And I know
of love.
Desiree had mentioned like this with the costumes.
Yes.
Parents are helping with that too, and that's a
Absolutely.
good thing. So in the past, you've had fundraisers I think on the Saturday. Is that happening again this
Yes, we are
year?
going to continue with that. We have our Viking Foundation is going to do the spaghetti fundraiser before the Saturday only show, and you can get links to that straight from the Mount Pleasant website on that Ludus page, and so it's right before the show.
Yeah, and it's like dinner and a show.
Dinner and a show. Yeah, that's what we say.
Date night, right?
Yeah. Why not?
So if you will, let's talk about the dates and the times again and how you can get tickets.
Absolutely. You don't want to miss it. April 11th through the 13th, 7 p.m. on Friday, Saturday, 2 p.m. on Sunday. travel to mpasd.net to find that Ludus link for your tickets, or you could come to 2 public sales, the 18th from 5:30 to 7 p.m. and the 29th from 9 a.m. to 10:30. How was that?
That's great.
Did everything?
Very good. I think you got it all.
Awesome.
Well, thank you all. Thank you for this experience you're creating for the students and for the community too.
Thank you so much, Chip.
You're very welcome. And now you're in the know.
Follow the yellow brick road to Mount Pleasant Junior Senior High School for their spectacular production of The Wizard of Oz. Take a journey to Oz and get swept up in your favorite characters and the classic songs you love. Live on stage April 11th, 12th, and 13th. Click your heels and get your tickets at mpastudenttheater.ludus.com.